Welcome to the Recon Trader. Today's video will be focused on the HORDE project, which did used to pay a pretty good yield of 1% per day, and they kind of thought they had it figured out where they would be able to sustain that 1% per day by basically decaying your investment over a 300-day period. So essentially at the end of 300 days, you will earn 300% on your initial upfront investment, which typically ran somewhere between $1,000 to $1,100. Now, about 6 months ago, back in April of 2022, I did buy one of these plots that they called them, which would pay 1% yield per day. And then, like I said, that would decay over a 300-day period. So at the end of the term, I would earn 300% on my initial, at that time, it was an $1,100 investment. And then about 4 months into that investment, I had earned just around 12 of the HORDE tokens. And so I shared that video with you all where I actually cashed out those 12 HORDE tokens for around $1,200 and thus recovering my initial investment. And so from this point on, I would have a free roll. Now that was back in August. We're now into November, and now it does appear that HORDE is on its deathbed or perhaps setting up for a rug pull. And with that being said, if we jump over to the HORDE website inside the app on my dashboard, you can see that mutation is active. Now, a little while ago, they decided they really couldn't pay the 1% yield any longer. So if you decided to claim any of your rewards, you would basically mutate to a new reward structure, and they say, don't worry, it isn't a problem. It's our new reward structure. Well, that is a problem. Clearly, they couldn't afford to continue to pay the 1% yield. So in order to claim any of your tokens, they were going to then change the reward structure to essentially 0.5% versus 1%. And at that point, again, because I was on a free roll, I wasn't too concerned. I was planning on claiming some of these tokens in the future, but I was going to let them run up a little before I actually did so. Well, this week, things have apparently gotten a lot worse. In fact, today, I believe they announced that you are only able to withdraw 1 HORDE token per day. And they've actually raised the sell fee from 10% to, I believe, 20% if we click on the swap app. You can see down here at the bottom, a tax of 20% is applied when selling below $100. A tax of 10% is applied when selling between $100 and $104. Well, right now, HORDE's price is just shy of $100, so I would actually end up paying this 20% in order to sell the 1 HORDE I would be allowed to sell. Because again, the project has limited the number of HORDE tokens you can sell to only 1 per 24 hours. Obviously, there's a bank run going on right now. A lot of people were not thrilled with this mutation to the new reward structure that they say isn't a problem. Apparently, it's a problem. Apparently, you have a lot of people bailing on this project because of this mutation. So with that all being said, if we look down at my actual plot, I only had 101 days left to go before I would have achieved my 300%. And in reality, if I don't claim any more of these tokens for the remainder of the 101 days, I would earn that 1% per day and thus earn 300% in 300 days. Now, if I go ahead and claim these tokens, then I will start earning 0.5%, and then the decay time will actually be extended, so I will still earn the 300%, assuming they're still around, at the end of the decay period for my particular plot. And so with that all being said, since there is not a fee to claim my tokens, just a fee when I sell, I think I'm going to actually claim my tokens now, and then over the next few days, probably 8 days, sell 1 token a day to capture profit. Again, I was on a free roll, so now I'm just really trying to lock in any profit I might be able to lock in. So at this point, I'm going to claim all of the available tokens I can claim. So if I click claim all, I will have to approve the transaction in my MetaMask wallet. Transaction has been confirmed. And you can see my balance has gone from 1 to 7.9. And so now I'll try to sell the 1 token I'm allowed to sell in a 24-hour period. I'd like to sell the max, which would be all of the tokens, but I'm going to stick with the 1 token. You can see that I would receive approximately $99, but there's going to be a 20% fee for the actual sale tax. So I'll go ahead and sell that 1 token. Again, I'll have to approve it over here in my MetaMask wallet. And the transaction failed. So that transaction didn't go through. All right, it took me a moment, but I figured it out. For some reason, the app that they provide for you to sell, HORDE, sets the slippage tolerance at 12%. Well, it's going to have to be at least 20%. So you would think their own app would have the intelligence to set it at 20%. However, if you set it at 20%, it's still probably going to fail. So I'm going to set it at 21%. Click apply. Now you can see, instead of the warning that the low slippage might fail, the button now actually says swap. So if I click on swap, I have to approve it over here in MetaMask. Click confirm. It's processing. And the transaction is confirmed. And you can see I now have 6.9 HORDE. So I was able to sell my 1 HORDE per 24 hours. Now, just for the hell of it, let's try to sell another one. And we'll see what happens. I'm going to probably waste a little bit of my BNB token doing this. But if I can actually sell this token, I would be more than happy to get out of this project at this point in time. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to get rejected because I'm getting this message here, which I was getting previously on all those failed attempts, but we'll give it a shot anyway. And that transaction did fail, so you can truly only sell 1 HORDE per 24 hours. Believe you me, every 24 hours, I am going to be liquidating my HORDE tokens as quickly as I possibly can to get out of this project. At least I was able to get my initial investment out. It does appear that this project is dead. So it's important to remember these type of projects are extremely high risk, and thus you always need to do your own recon before you send your money into battle. See you in the next video.